Now on Good Morning Northwest, a complete reversal from the White House. President Trump drops his threat of military force against Greenland, instead pursuing what he calls a forever deal with NATO. We'll explain what that means.
And it is another gray day in the inland Northwest, but we have more signs that things could be changing soon.
And you'd think drivers would learn. Another truck tries to squeeze under a bridge that's too low. The latest in a series of similar Spokane crashes. You are watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. So glad you're with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Thursday, January 22nd. Welcome to the start to your day. We got meteorologist Matt Gray back in the house this morning, taking a look at our first alert forecast as we kick off our day.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. And it is another dreary start to our day. This is, I think, day 8 or something like that now, where we've just been stuck under the clouds. At least we're not dealing with some of the fog like last week, but it is quite dreary, and it's going to stay that way through the entirety of our day once again. Highs will up, say, somewhere in the low 30s, and we'll see temperatures dropping a little bit quicker tonight as we start to see, yes, finally, some, at first subtle, but as we head into Friday, the possibility of some big changes compared to what we have seen over the last 8 days or so. It all has to do with some really frigid air that's beginning to work its way from Canada into the northern plains of the United States here. And we are going to see this cold air that's up around Calgary and Edmonton slide down the Rocky Mountains and get into kind of our general neighborhood later on today. That is going to eventually lead to some colder, drier air filtering through the mountain valleys and passes, and it's going to help us clear out those inversions. So we have colder morning temperatures in the days ahead, but we will trade that out for a little bit of sunshine, especially during the afternoons. Meanwhile, other parts of the country dealing with some really nasty and potentially historic weather. We'll take a closer look at that coming up in your full forecast.
Matt, thanks so much. This morning, the president appears to be backing off his threats to take Greenland by military force as he describes a framework of a future deal with NATO concerning the future of the Arctic island.
ABC's Nicole D'Antonio is in Washington, D.C. with those details.
This morning, after weeks of threatening a hostile takeover of Greenland, a major turnaround from President Trump, dropping his threat to use military force.
We probably won't get anything unless I decide to use excessive strength and force, where we would be, frankly, unstoppable. But I won't do that. Okay? Now everyone's saying, oh, good. That's probably the biggest statement I made, because people thought I would use force.
And announcing he's now reached a, quote, framework of a deal with the Secretary General of NATO. Trump offered few details, but said it's a forever deal.
It's the ultimate long-term deal. I think it puts everybody in a really good position, especially as it pertains to security and minerals and other minerals.
Instead of buying the island outright, the New York Times reports the U.S. is now discussing obtaining key pockets of sovereignty on Greenland. It would reportedly be a setup similar to what the British have on the island nation of Cyprus. Sovereign bases where the U.S. could control the response to threats from Russia and China without owning the whole country. The U.S. already has a base on Greenland and operated as many as 17 there during World War II. When asked if it means the U.S. will now own Greenland, the president wouldn't say. The Danish foreign minister, relieved by the reduction in tensions, still wants a better deal, saying, quote, now let's sit down and find out how we can address the American security concerns in the Arctic while respecting the red lines of the Kingdom of Denmark. One of the Greenlandic members of the Danish parliament pushing back against the announcement, saying NATO has no right to negotiate without them. And this morning, President Trump is also dropping his threat to impose new tariffs on European allies who oppose the takeover. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
Move Fitness has been planning to open a new South Hill location on 37th and Grand for years, but members doubt whether the gym will ever be built. Move members say they were told their rates would go up once the new location opened, but that was more than 2 years ago. Move's other South Hill location had mock-ups of what the new location would look like, but those have since been taken down.
Going back to when I first joined, they had a big sign, you know, with all of the floor plans and everything. Coming soon, new location, right there prominently, right there by the locker rooms. And over time, that sign eventually went away.
According to city permit records, Move Fitness recently requested yet another extension on its permit to remodel the building at 37th and Grand, saying the ownership team is going through a reorganization.
Well, some of the schools in the East Valley School District were built more than 50 years ago now, and the district says they need more than just upgrades. They need to be completely rebuilt. That's why the school district is now asking voters to approve a $220 million bond during next month's special election. The money would help the district build a brand new middle school and high school and allow it to make necessary repairs to all the other buildings in the district. It says right now the roofs of these buildings are leaking constantly, and floors and carpets are held together with duct tape, and the facilities do not meet current standards.
You can only put on so many Band-Aids. We truly need to get something new for our families and for our kids. And, you know, it's time. Now is time.
If passed, the bond would cost $1.96 per $1,000 of assessed property value. It's about $65 a month if you own a $400,000 home. But since this bond would replace an expiring levy, those same homeowners would see an increase of about $41 a month.
The Moses Lake School District is asking for the community's help to create a new elementary school. The district is proposing to build a new school where North Elementary is located, combining students from North and Larson Heights Elementaries. The community is invited to attend a forum where people can hear about the work to create the plan and ask questions about the process. The forum will be held Monday evening at 6 at Larson Heights.
Well, this was the site yesterday night just off of Highway 195 on 16th Avenue. That's right, another truck got stuck underneath a low clearance bridge. Happened around 8 o'clock last night. A 13-foot Enterprise rental truck tried to get under an 11-foot overpass. Math is not working there. This is the third incident like this that happened just this week. The first being that double-decker bus crash that we saw on Sunday in downtown. Then Tuesday, a moving truck got stuck under the Stevens Street viaduct. Not a good week for truck drivers here in Spokane.
No, real tough. Let's hope that's it.
Yeah, I would say these things happen in threes, right?
Yep.
So we're done.
Okay.
Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:06.
All right, let's check in with Matt. I wish we were done with all these clouds.
Yeah, I wish so as well. Definitely had to pull out the sun lamp the last couple of days, and I'm sure it's probably getting to some of you at home as well. Well, things are headed in a positive direction when it comes to the clouds. Maybe not necessarily the temperatures. A cooling trend coming up in your forecast.
Well, Bill and Hillary Clinton face contempt of Congress charges. The House Oversight Committee advances the case over their refusal to testify about Jeffrey Epstein. We got the political fallout next.
Tensions run high as Vice President Vance visits Minneapolis. He'll meet with ICE agents days after Justice Department subpoenas target local officials there. Coming up, the immigration showdown.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Post Falls Volkswagen.
Multiple boat dealerships all in one place. Shop and compare all in one place. One place that's heated and family friendly. Come see us at the Spokane Boat Show.
I'm Chad Young from theeasyhomebuyer.com, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene's easiest way to sell your house fast. If you have a few moments, I hope you'll give me the opportunity to make you an instant cash offer on your home. With theeasyhomebuyer.com, we will buy your house in as-is condition with no repairs, no closing costs, and no commissions. To get your no-obligation cash offer, give us a call or visit us online at theeasyhomebuyer.com.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
Ron was an active guy.
I'm an outdoorsman.
Until plantar fasciitis pain hit.
My wife said, I'm going to take you to the Good Feet store.
Now?
I can do my happy dance. That's my Good Feet dance.
Come in for your free fitting.
This year, don't spend another winter in the cold when you can warm up and relax in a new hot tub or infrared sauna from Quality Spa Spokane at the North Division Y.
Whether you're looking for a romantic hot tub for two or something the whole family can enjoy, Quality Spas has over 60 different styles and models to choose from, with long-term financing available. That makes buying easy and affordable for anyone. Life's just better in a spa.
At 4 News Now, we're part of this community, sharing your stories, listening to your voice, and delivering the news that matters most to you. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Thank you.
I got this.
Thanks. I'm Alex.
I'm Jade.
If you're looking to remodel your home with some new stylish flooring or maybe some modern wallscape ideas, then you need to visit one of Windsor Plywood's 2 locations for the best selection of doors, floors, moldings, and more.
Windsor Plywood. Only in a boat.
It's bigger and better. The original annual Spokane Boat Show is 4 days with major dealers from the region. Family friendly and free parking at the Spokane Fair and Expo Center.
It is 6:10. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. Vice President J.D. Vance visits Minneapolis today.
The White House says that Vance plans to meet with ICE agents and defend their immigration operations. Vance's visit comes just days after the Justice Department subpoenaed several Minnesota officials as part of an investigation into whether state and local leaders have obstructed federal immigration enforcement efforts. Tensions are still high in Minneapolis following the deadly shooting of Renee Good earlier this month by an ICE agent. Vance has repeatedly defended the ICE agent.
Lawmakers on Capitol Hill continue to advance contempt of Congress proceedings against Bill and Hillary Clinton. It's over their refusals to sit for depositions with the congressional panel's investigation of the late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Yesterday, the Republican-controlled House Oversight Committee voted to send the effort to the full House for a vote. Panel Chair James Comer said that vote will happen in 2 weeks.
The European Union has paused a trade agreement with the U.S. Parliament members blocked a vote to ratify it, accusing the U.S. of violating the terms of the deal. The move was in response to President Donald Trump threatening to impose an additional 35% tariff on European countries opposed to his plan to take over Greenland. Now, yesterday, Trump announced that that would not happen after reaching a framework with NATO pertaining to Greenland. It's unclear if the entire trade agreement has been called off or if parts will still remain.
The Federal Communications Commission issued new guidance that puts a spotlight on network talk shows that book political candidates. The announcement from the FCC under its chairman Brendan Carr represents plans to enforce long dormant rules. Those require that candidates competing for the same office be given equal airtime on an entertainment-focused talk show carried by a local television station. The guidance involves a public interest requirement that would appear to target late-night shows hosted by Jimmy Kimmel, Stephen Colbert, and Seth Meyers.
Time now to plan out your day. It is cloudy this morning, and it will stay cloudy as we go through the day today. What else is new? Well, that's the thing. It's not really new at all. But heading into tonight, a chance for a few breaks in the clouds as we do finally start to see a few changes. A little light breeze out of the east will bring in some drier air that will start to break up that cloud deck.
The Washington Department of Transportation will host the 3rd community conversation on the North Spokane corridor today. The meeting opens with a brief presentation and then shifts into an interactive workshop. Participants can explore design concepts, strengthen community connections, and share feedback. That meeting starts at 5 p.m. at Francis Scott Elementary in the multi-purpose room. That's at 3737 East 5th Avenue. Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:12.
Hollywood is abuzz this morning, as are we. Oscar nominations just happened. We are tracking the big categories and the Oscar noms for a movie shot right here in Eastern Washington.
But first, we want to give you a sneak peek at your Thursday morning. Speaking of Eastern Washington, here we're taking a look at the University Gateway Bridge. We hope your morning's off to a great start. We'll see you right after the break.
Well, do you want to start 2026 with a little more money in your pocket? I'm Hannah Joy, and I'll show you how to save on everyday bills like cable, phone, and internet without giving up the things you love. Tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest.
At Precision Garage Door, there's nothing we can't fix. Broken spring, door stuck, no job too big or too small. Call Precision Garage Door today for real people and same-day solutions.
Precision Garage Door Service, a name you can trust.
One night in Memphis, the nationally acclaimed tribute concert featuring top rock and roll legends. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, January 29th. Ready for action? It's no holds barred as King of the Cage features up-and-coming MMA stars battling it out. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, February 5th. Clay Walker stands as a towering figure in country music with electrifying performances. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, March 5th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com to buy your tickets now.
Winning is just the beginning.
Life happens. Lucky for you, ICCU has a new kind of checking account that comes with benefits, including 24/7 telehealth.
Wait, through my ICCU checking account?
On it.
Along with a whole lot of other benefits you might need. Because being human is a full-time job.
Touchdown on savings at George Key Kia Spokane. We're clearing out all new 2025 Kias at huge discounts to make room for the new 2026 Kias on the way. Shop over 350 new Kias and score big. Locally owned, family operated, always exceeding your expectations with unbeatable deals and exceptional customer service. Don't miss this chance to save. Visit George Key Kia Spokane off I-90 and Liberty Lake or shop anytime at SpokaneKia.com.
Figuring out how to best care for a senior in your family can be overwhelming. That's why several Spokane senior living communities have joined forces to bring you helpful, timely videos at kxly.com/seniorliving. Get expert advice, find trusted resources, and prepare your family for the future. Become informed because we know the needs of your loved ones will continue to change. Visit kxly.com/seniorliving today for helpful information and for people you can contact with your questions.
You expect more from local news. 4 News Now delivers. We're doing the work, listening to you, asking questions, and getting the answers you need to help keep your family safe. It's what we mean when we say, expect more on 4 News Now.
At Precision Garage Door, there's nothing we can't fix. Broken spring, door stuck, no job too big or too small. Call Precision Garage Door today for real people and same-day solutions.
Precision Garage Door Service, a name you can trust.
Sign up for the 4 News Now playbook at kxly.com. Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at kxly.com.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:16. It is a big morning in Hollywood and here in the Inland Northwest. We are learning the nominees for the 98th Annual Academy Awards.
And it is extra exciting as we heard the title Train Dreams mentioned multiple times. Train Dreams, of course, is set in Bonners Ferry. It was shot in Spokane and Stevens counties. Here's a look at those 4 nominations for Train Dreams. Best Picture, Adapted Screenplay, Original Song, and Cinematography, which, I mean, it has to win that category at least.
Oh, yeah. So fun. You can watch Train Dreams. It's up right now on Netflix if you want to check it out before the awards. We also got nominees for Best Actor this morning. Taking a look at those. Ethan Hawke nominated for Blue Moon. We got Michael B. Jordan for Sinners, Wagner Moura for The Secret Agent, Leonardo DiCaprio for One Battle After Another. That's a popular movie amongst all these categories this morning, and Timothy Chalamet for Marty Supreme.
The nominees for Best Actress: Emma Stone for Begonia, Jessie Buckley for Hamnet, Kate Hudson for A Song Sung Blue, Rose Byrne for If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, Renette Reinsve for Sentimental Value.
And you can watch the Oscars, of course, right here on ABC. That's Sunday, March 15th. And if you want to go check out the rest of the nominations, they are up online. Just a very exciting morning for Train Dreams, especially.
So exciting. And Sinners up for the most nominations ever. I think it's 16 or something like that.
That's a great movie, too. I saw that one.
Crazy. Here's a live look at just about 6:18 on your Thursday morning. The drive at least is easy peasy this morning. No road bumps that we know of.
No, things have been going pretty smooth, really, for the weather. The just exception has been how kind of dreary it's been over the last several days. So if you are missing the sunshine, like me, and I'm sure like many other people, there are some hints that we could be heading towards a bit of a sunnier weather pattern. So let's take a look. Now, there are some trade-offs, of course, that come with that. There always are this time of the year. 27 right now in the Spokane area, cloudy skies. We are going to see still pretty calm weather, even if it's slightly colder and sunnier. However, across the country, things are about to get kind of crazy out there. And so if you have any flight plans this weekend over to the East Coast or to the South, it is a distinct possibility that your plans may change through, well, no fault of your own. Mother Nature really going to wallop much of the country here as we see much colder air. That cold air, some of it is going to sneak into our area, and that's going to help dry us out a little bit, and that dry air is going to break through those cloud inversions for us. Meanwhile, it's frigid Arctic air that heads all the way down to places like Oklahoma, North Texas as we head towards the beginning of next week. But along with this comes a little bit of moisture coming up from the south. So you got 2 big things meeting each other, and a huge portion of the country now under a winter storm watch. And then up north where we're seeing that frigid air, maybe like we were talking to Natalie earlier about this, like once a winter, in Minnesota, right, they end up seeing something like this. So, I mean, when you're talking about extreme cold, they're pretty used to the cold there. So that shows you how serious this is. But the real serious stuff is down here in the Dallas area, into Oklahoma and Arkansas, and then across the southern tier of the country, where it is not just snow, and there will be a lot of snow, but also ice. I mean, look at these large areas in the purple and pink colors here. We're talking about a potentially historic ice storm in these areas with widespread power outages. So we're talking about places like Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport seeing accumulating ice. There's parts of Arkansas that keep showing up with well over a quarter of an inch of ice. That's some really scary stuff. Same goes for places like Atlanta, another big city and a major airport hub. And look at all of that snow across the center part of the country and into the Northeast. So a potentially historic storm, and well, everybody's battening down the hatches in that part of the country for sure. So if you do have flight plans, you need to be checking them over the next few days, because things are going to get pretty hairy when it comes to the airline network. Meanwhile, a little sunshine here in the inland Northwest.
Hey, that's some welcomed news.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Sure, a lot of us are. All right, Matt, thanks.
Our time is now 6:20.
Despite having 2 star players out with injuries, the Gonzaga Bulldogs still managed to get the job done, cruising to a big win at home over Pepperdine. We'll have highlights from last night's game coming up next here in sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
The redesigned Tiguan is here, and it's turning heads. Luxury meets functionality with new styling that includes elevated interior design and smarter tech. Take a test drive at Post Falls Volkswagen, home of 0000.
It's the final days of the New Year clearance event at Walker's. Save big on Beautyrest Black and Serta iComfort mattress sets. Or say yes to no money down, no minimum purchase, and no interest financing.
Going on now at Walker's.
When you're in a car wreck, we're not just here to fight for you. We're here as a family.
When I reached out to Craig Swaff and Associates, it got started right away. They made sure I received everything I was owed.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Out here, no one hands you anything. Every chore, every acre, every paycheck, you've earned it all. So, your finances should work as hard as you do. Ascend checking from P1FCU can earn you 3.5% APY with no monthly fees, no gimmicks, just rewards for the work that you're already doing. Because around here, dividends are for the doers. Learn more at p1fcu.org/ascend.
It's more than a ring. It's more than a necklace. It's your life. And it's how you mark your moment. Whether it's a gift for yourself or an engagement ring, the moment needs to be unforgettable. Celebrate the moment. Tracy Jewelers.
Did you know that Spokane Hyperbaric Center uses oxygen to reduce pain, inflammation, and swelling?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that hyperbaric oxygen therapy promotes new blood vessel growth, fights infection, and releases more stem cells from your bone marrow?
I didn't know that.
Would you like to know if Spokane Hyperbaric Center is the right choice for you? Go to hyperbarichope.com to find out.
Spokane Hyperbaric Center gave us hope. And now you know.
Looking for space, style, and serious performance? You'll find it all in the Volkswagen Atlas. 3 rows equals room for everyone. And turbocharged power means this SUV is built for fun. Take a test drive at Post Falls Volkswagen.
Welcome to Morning Sports. I'm Jack Wallace. The Gonzaga Bulldogs crashed the Pepperdine Waves last night in a strong 24-point win, earning at least 20 wins and now 29 straight seasons, the second longest streak across all of college basketball. Gonzaga faced very little resistance in an all-around great performance that lacked struggle despite missing both leading scorers, Graham Ike and Braden Huff. Zags walk-on Noah Holland broke out for a 10-point career performance, hauling in 4 rebounds, not missing any shots in his 11 minutes played. He spoke post-game on what it's like to have a game like this now under his belt.
Obviously, the main thing is just be ready defensively. We got a ton of offensive weapons already, and even though we're down 2 of our main weapons, we still got people that can score. So just being able to sub in and be, not a liability on one end of the floor, and then be able to do my job on the offensive end is just, the main thing I was focusing on.
Gonzaga sticks around at home for a date against San Francisco Dons. That's this Saturday evening. Washington State men's hoops could not stage a late comeback against the San Diego Toreros, falling 96-92 after a 60-point second half and 29 points from Ace Glass. Glass shot 11 for 21 and added 7 rebounds, but USD making 15 three-pointers and leading by as much as 18 were too much for Wazoo to overcome. The loss sets WSU back to 3-5 in conference play and now on a 4-game losing streak as they enter 3 straight at home, starting with Pepperdine. That's this Saturday at 3 p.m. Thanks for watching Morning Sports. Make sure to tune in to 4 News Now tonight at 6 and Nightside.
Good morning. Northwest Times is now 6:25.
Flock cameras cut vehicle thefts in Spokane County, but at what cost to privacy? Lawmakers weigh new restrictions on the surveillance technology that police say solves cases.
Plus, Spokane officials lobby Olympia today trying to delay a costly carbon tax that could hit your bank account. Why your trash bills might increase by 20% coming up. And as we go to break, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America starting at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look, newly unsealed text messages from Blake Lively.
I want to see you again.
Now you see me.
In April 2023, Lively sent Taylor Swift a text saying she needed help with this doofus director, Justin Baldoni. Can you tell him you're excited for the movie, Lively asked? The newly unsealed message showed Swift replied, "I'll do anything for you."
It actually gets worse.
Months later, the messages show a distance. I felt like a bad friend lately, Lively texted. I was such a sad sack who only talked about my own expletive for months. Swift wrote back, "You're not wrong," telling Lively she felt a little bit of a shift in the way you talk to me. Weeks later, Lively filed her lawsuit against Baldoni, alleging sexual harassment and retaliation. Baldoni denied Lively's claims. And coming up at 7 a.m., our chief legal analyst Dan Abrams weighs in live. With your GMA First Look, I'm Aaron Katersky, ABC News, New York.
Even if you have moderate to severe eczema, you can feel the rhythm, feel the flow. And Dupixent helps you feel the heal. It helps calm the key source of inflammation under the skin that can cause eczema. Some adults saw fast itch relief after the first dose and long-lasting clear skin at 1 year. Many even saw 90% clear skin. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Stay ahead of eczema and help heal your skin from within. Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent today.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Car Wash Plaza.
I'm Chad Young from The Easy Home Buyer, and I pay cash for houses. If you own a house and want to sell it fast for cash, call us today for your no-obligation as-is cash offer.
Call the Easy Home Buyer.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Work at 0% APR on Sierra 1500 models. See your local GMC dealer.
Thinking of updating my kitchen? Yeah? Yes. This year, we are finally updating our kitchen, doing subway tile and an ivory or eggshell. Cream, maybe bone. Don't get me started on quartz. Big island. You ever heard of a waterfall
For everyone who talks about doing that thing,
And over there,
but never does that thing,
sweet little breakfast nook.
Chase has financial guidance.
See how you can start saving to make this happen.
Really?
Really?
Really.
At home or in person.
You could also check out a Chase Money Skills workshop.
That's guidance from Chase. Make more of what's yours.
If you're looking to remodel your home with some new stylish flooring or maybe some modern wallscape ideas, then you need to visit one of Windsor Plywood's 2 locations for the best selection of doors, floors, moldings, and more.
Windsor Plywood.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
The 4 News Now Story Tracker kicks off this half hour with a couple of stories picking up steam online this morning.
The Justice Department has to stop its review of a Washington Post reporter's phone and computers, at least for now. A federal judge granted the Post's motion for a standstill order shortly after the newspaper sought one earlier this week. The FBI raided Hannah Nathanson's home last week. The search warrant at Nathanson's home was related to an investigation into a government contractor with top-level security clearances who was arrested this month and charged with illegally retaining classified documents. Nathanson has not been accused of any wrongdoing.
MGM Resorts International has reached a new milestone in using clean and renewable energy. This week, the global hospitality and entertainment company announced it's using solar energy to power daytime electricity at its Las Vegas Strip resorts. MGM's president and CEO said the new project has a goal to use 100% renewable electricity domestically by 2030.
The legal battle between actress Blake Lively and director-actor Justin Baldoni is now heating up in a Manhattan courtroom. Tuesday, text messages unsealed in court show the support Lively received as she allegedly experienced sexual harassment on the set of the movie It Ends With Us. According to court documents, Lively openly shared details with her superstar singer and friend Taylor Swift about alleged incidents. A member of Lively's legal team claims Baldoni's production company refused to investigate. A trial's now been scheduled for May 18th. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Thursday, January 22nd. We want to get you right over to meteorologist Matt Gray, taking a look at our first alert forecast.
And here we are again on a cloudy, cool morning across the inland Northwest. Temperatures are in the upper 20s, and those cloudy gray skies are still sticking around, and they will continue to for the rest of the day today. Another dreary day. Temperatures will be up into the low to mid 30s. As we head into the evening, though, a chance for a few changes that could make a big difference in our weather come Friday and Saturday. There's some frigid air up north with our friends in Canada in the northern plains. That's all beginning to slide down into western Montana, and some of this cold, dry air is going to try and filter its way through the valleys and into the inland Northwest. And when it does do that, we'll have some drier air moving in, and that is going to be one way, drier, cooler air getting in underneath these inversions that should allow things to get moving vertically and clear up some of this cloud deck that's been sitting over us day after day after day. So a chance for some sunshine coming up soon in your forecast, just not today. We'll show you how things play out here in a few minutes in my full forecast.
The police officer accused of not responding quickly enough to the school shooting in Uvalde, Texas, has been acquitted of all charges.
Families of some of the 19 children killed that day reacted overnight to the verdict. Here's ABC's Sophie Flay.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Adrian Gonzalez, not guilty.
After 7 hours of deliberations, a jury last night acquitted former Uvalde, Texas school police officer Adrian Gonzalez on all charges. He faced 29 counts of child endangerment over his response to the shooting massacre at Robb Elementary in 2022, one for each of the 19 students and 2 teachers killed, and for the 10 others injured. Gonzalez breaking down as the verdict was read, later expressing his gratitude.
Thank you for the jury for considering all the evidence and making that verdict.
Prosecutors argued that Gonzalez failed to stop or even delay the shooter that day and failed to follow his training. It took 77 minutes before law enforcement finally stormed the classroom to end the gunman's rampage. But all along, his lawyers argued Gonzalez was being scapegoated for the failure of other officers, insisting Gonzalez was one of the first officers to enter the school and evacuated kids as other law enforcement arrived.
The bravery of driving into trouble, thinking there was a shooter. Only one, didn't set a perimeter, goes into the trouble, into the eye of the storm. And then he's one of the first 5 that goes in the building. Takes rounds.
Several victims' family members were visibly upset by the verdict, many of them telling ABC's John Quinones they're shocked and outraged.
I mean, we had a little hope, but it wasn't enough.
All these family members that came here for nothing but justice, right? They were let down. You saw the agony, the pain that they were in. One more hit. How many more hits can you take?
The former school police chief also faces charges. He's awaiting trial. Sophie Flay, ABC News, New York.
Well, Spokane County has seen a sharp decline in vehicle thefts in recent years, a trend that the Spokane Sheriff's Office attributes in part to the use of automated license plate readers, also known as flock cameras. This data was shared in Olympia as lawmakers debate stricter privacy regulations for this technology. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office started using flock cameras in 2022. It agrees that there needs to be clear policies around who can access data from these cameras, but the Sheriff's Office worries that the current proposal goes too far by limiting data storage to just 72 hours, which some say is simply not long enough to conduct an investigation.
Saved us a ton of investigative time and solved cases that we wouldn't have been able to otherwise solve without expending a tremendous amount of other investigative resources.
On Tuesday, the Senate and the House heard public testimony on legislation to tighten flock camera regulations. Supporters argue that this technology has been used against community members without their knowledge. Right now, agencies must share flock data via public records requests. This bill would change that. The Law and Justice Committee will discuss the Senate bill today.
Another bill lawmakers are considering in Olympia would provide more funding to Spokane's Maddie's Place. The local nonprofit supports babies and their parents as they recover from substance use disorders. If approved, the bill would require the state to provide funding until a long-term plan's in place. That money would come from Washington's opioid abatement settlement. Supporters of the bill say thousands of babies born in Washington each year are exposed to drugs and need specialized medical and non-medical care. A public hearing on the proposal is scheduled for Friday in a Senate committee.
Also in Olympia, officials from the city of Spokane are hoping to convince lawmakers to delay an $8 million state tax under the Carbon Commitment Act. It would require the city to purchase carbon tax credits to offset the Spokane waste-to-energy facility's carbon footprint. The city says converting trash into electricity is much more environmentally friendly compared to other disposal options, and it should be given a longer grace period to comply.
We want to be able to be treated fairly with other communities, and we also recognize that waste to energy is actually a better environmental outcome for our world.
The city says if it has no luck delaying this bill, it's estimated that people could expect a 20% increase on their garbage bills.
Fans of Ribby or the rock band The Offspring love this. This video posted on social media by the Spokane Indians shows Ribby getting to dance in the crowd during the band's performance. He may have even joined in a mosh pit at one point. The Offspring played at Numerica Veterans Arena last night, or rather 2 nights ago. Was that last night? Two nights ago. The Indians wrote in their post that Ribby's pretty fly for a fish guy.
Oh, I bet he was Ribby shaking all over the arena there.
Yeah, love that thing.
I can't confirm.
Oh my God, yeah, Matt was there. Matt saw Ribby rocking out firsthand.
Boomer was there too, so hey, shout out to Boomer.
Yeah, I can't forget about Boomer.
Can't forget about Boomer. I know, Ribby gets all the spotlight, but
Ribby
you know,
does.
I mean, for good reason. He's
a rock star in his own right.
He's a pretty fly guy. All right, our commute's been super smooth for the last few days. It's going to take a little bit more time, though, to warm up the car tomorrow as we start cooling off, but we'll get some sun as a reward. That's coming up in your forecast.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Work at 0% APR on Sierra 1500 models.
ShopDaveSmith.com.
Before it's your York air conditioner, it belongs to Chad Peachin, who inspects and tests every unit on the line. And Ricky Howard, whose leak testing process is 99.9% accurate. And Sid Castile, who checks for fabrication flaws down to ridiculous tolerances. You see, before you buy it, they own it. So if you want something really well built, you want a York. Built here. Built right. Built by York.
You're busy, so at Car Wash Plaza, we're open 24/7 to match your schedule. Plus, we have safety surveillance lights and security cameras throughout the facility. It's easy with multiple payment options, cash, debit, or credit. There's even more reasons to visit our Car Wash Plaza. Our discount cars ensure major savings, and they're good at all our locations.
Car Wash Plaza, it's the best in the Northwest.
It's the final days of the New Year clearance event at Walker's. Take advantage of special pricing on quality furniture throughout the store. Or say yes to no interest, no minimum purchase, and no money down financing.
Going on now at Walker's.
Post Falls ER and Hospital, open 24/7, providing premium emergency department care without the wait. From your child sports injury to urgent ambulance visits, Post Falls ER features low wait times, efficient procedures, and compassionate care. Plus, we provide state-of-the-art imaging, inpatient care, and accept all commercial insurances. Because in an emergency, every second counts and every life matters. Post Falls ER and Hospital, State Line near Cabela's, minutes away, hours faster.
Well, do you want to start 2026 with a little more money in your pocket? I'm Hannah Joy, and I'll show you how to save on everyday bills like cable, phone, and internet without giving up the things you love. Tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:40. A teen girl is facing robbery and theft charges for allegedly pepper spraying the owner of a downtown Spokane business while stealing from the shop.
Now, Spokane police say the store owner, Jesse McCauley, reported a girl walked into the shop, stole a beanie, and then quickly left. McCauley says he was pepper sprayed when he went outside to confront that girl and the two males who were with her. Police were able to get photos of the suspect and located that 16-year-old girl. Recovered the beanie as well. The girl was booked for first-degree robbery and third-degree assault.
Time now to plan out your day. Cloudy conditions here this morning and very little changes for the afternoon. Still going to be cloudy. Now we finally start to see things get moving a little bit. Late tonight, a little light breeze out of the east, bringing in cooler and drier air. It'll be colder in the morning, and we'll see a few breaks in the clouds.
Well, feeling like your bills are piling up as the new year begins? Well, there are some simple ways to start 2026 with more money in your accounts.
A few simple steps: checking your bills, negotiating where you can, and cutting what you don't need can make a big difference in your budget for the new year.
We will help you save on everyday bills like cable, streaming, phone, and internet without giving up the things you enjoy. That's tomorrow, right here on Good Morning Northwest. Our time is now 6:41.
As the immigration crackdown spreads, federal agents clash with protesters while using controversial warrant tactics. Up next, call for a congressional investigation.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Welcome to Missisquoi Casino Hotel. Discover endless possibilities with our exclusive partnership with 49 Degrees North. Cozy fireplaces, state-of-the-art ski lockers, and views that take your breath away. Book your hotel stay with us and enjoy a delicious dinner, drinks by the fire, and the soothing warmth of the hot tub.
Ski, stay, and play at Missisquoi Casino Hotel. Located north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah.
A pretty face or a nice body is not always the first thing people notice. Look at this picture. What do you see first? That's right, he is missing a tooth. Your smile and your teeth are often the first thing that people will see. By the way, did you also notice he is missing an eyebrow? So if your teeth are yellowing due to coffee, tea, red wine, or smoking, you need to pay attention and get noticed today with Power Swabs. Power Swabs was clinically studied to whiten natural teeth and lift stains from caps, crowns, and veneers. There's no messy strips, trays, or lights. Just swab your teeth and go. Power Swabs is so effective, you can see up to 2 shades whiter teeth after just one 5-minute application, and 6 shades whiter teeth in just 7 days with minimal to no sensitivity. So stop whitening your teeth the old-fashioned way and start using Power Swabs for a brighter, whiter smile in just 5 minutes.
The first time I tried it, I was so surprised. My husband was so excited that he wanted to run out and get it. He said, "What have you been trying?" I said, "Well, I've tried this product called Power Swab." And he said, "I can't believe how white your teeth are." So from that point on, I've been sold.
The most surprising thing about using Power Swabs was that my veneers were taken care of and they were coming back to their original color. One friend was like, your teeth look like really white. Did you do anything to it?" And I was like,
I did. I did power swabs.
Join thousands of people out there just like you to whiten your teeth in as little as 5 minutes. Call or visit powerswabs.com today and get our Quick Stick Pen free. Your on-the-go solution to fight new stains from setting in after a cup of coffee, tea, or after smoking. And in addition to saving up to 50% off and your free Quick Stick Pen, get free shipping by ordering now. Dial the number on your screen or visit powerswabs.com.
See what we can do for you with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:44. The federal immigration crackdown has spread now across the state of Minnesota.
Yeah, this morning we are learning more about the kind of warrants agents are using. ABC's Andrea Fujii with the latest.
New clashes in Minneapolis. Federal officers firing pepper spray and tear gas at protesters confronting Border Patrol Commander Greg Bovino, preventing agents from entering convenience stores during their ongoing immigration crackdown. Bovino himself seen tossing a smoke canister into a crowd. This as a new whistleblower complaint comes to light. It reveals a memo released internally by Immigration and Customs Enforcement suggesting that federal agents can rely on administrative warrants to make arrests instead of judicial warrants, meaning a judge does not have to sign off for agents to enter a suspect's home. The Department of Homeland Security insists there is legal precedent, but immigration advocates claim it's a violation of the Fourth Amendment.
ICE is saying we're going to blatantly ignore case law from the U.S. Supreme Court that says an independent party must make a decision at the judiciary to issue a warrant, and we're just going to rely on our own warrants signed off by our own people to bust down a door and go into a home. The executive branch trying to act like the legislative branch and making up laws and policies as they go along.
In response, Homeland Security saying every illegal alien who DHS serves administrative warrants had full due process and a final order of removal from an immigration judge. The officers issuing these administrative warrants also have found probable cause. But at least one U.S. senator is now calling for an investigation.
As for the use of tear gas against protesters, an appeals court is allowing officers to use the tactic for crowd control. Vice President J.D. Vance is visiting Minneapolis today to speak with local leaders. Andrea Fujii, ABC News, New York.
The Spokane Jewish Film Festival begins its run today at the Magic Lantern Theater. For opening night, there will be a reception with appetizers prepared by Feast World Kitchen and a screening of Elie Wiesel, Soul on Fire. The movie centers around Wiesel's life, who's a renowned author, political activist, and Holocaust survivor. You can purchase tickets for opening night or for the full length of the festival. Runs from the 22nd to February 1st.
We're taking a live look outside this morning to kick off our Thursday here. Still dark out there and a little chilly, but it's much of the same that we've just been falling into pattern of.
Same old, same old, same old.
Continues.
Yep.
Working away.
Merry-go-round.
Yep. Yeah. So that's what we've been doing here. We've been looking for change. We've wished for change. We've maybe wished too hard for change, and then it never shows up like it did on Tuesday. But I have a bit more confidence in what's coming up for tonight and tomorrow, because we're talking about a nationwide impact almost from some of the cold air that's going to be moving in and is going to help us out to see a little bit of sunshine along with some colder temperatures ahead for the weekend. And we'll notice that as the winds pick up tonight and help our atmosphere mix vertically a little bit, and that'll help break through that deck of stratus clouds. Right now, we're in the upper 20s under that deck of low stratus, and that's where we're going to be largely staying through the morning hours. We will get up into the 30s at some point during the afternoon, but really movement of temperatures has been extremely slow, and really for most places we've stayed about within 5 degrees, our lows and our highs of the last few days. So a little bit of Arctic air in the greater neighborhood. Well, that could certainly change that. So as we head into this evening, you can see a lot of east winds, this frigid air trying to push across the Rocky Mountains. And notice what happens here in Missoula and Kalispell over in western Montana, how those temperatures drop super quickly as we head into tonight. And then we're talking about getting near 0 degrees on the other side of the mountains. For us, you can see these easterly winds beginning to flow in, and those will be extremely dry. air. Definitely going to need some chapstick over the weekend and some moisturizer because you're going to feel the added dryness. But once again, that's going to help us out come tomorrow, that by the afternoon, with those east winds continuing, we're going to see some mixing up of the atmosphere and allow a little bit of sunshine. Now, that does come with colder temperatures. Not quite what they're going to see to our east, but we'll still be down into the teens tonight for Bonners Ferry, for Colville, Sandpoint, Winthrop. We'll be in the low 20s for Spokane and Coeur d'Alene in the morning, and we'll be in the low 20s as well, even as far south as around Pullman. And we get even colder than that, dropping down widespread into the teens for the weekend before we start warming up again, heading on into Monday. Meanwhile, that frigid air on the other side of the Rocky Mountains continues to dive to the south. Look at all of these places in this blue area under a winter storm watch. If you have any plans to fly to other parts of the country this week, you can check out what we expect there on KXLY Plus later this morning. It's going to be nasty, so check your flights.
Oh, okay, good to know. Matt, thanks a bunch.
Yeah.
It's now 10 minutes before the hour.
We got more your morning sprint coming up right after this commercial break. Thanks for starting your morning with us here on Good Morning Northwest. We'll see you next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became America's best-selling trucks. And we've kept that title every year since. Ford, the most awarded brand for initial quality among trucks by J.D. Power.
Andy's Heating Cooling guarantees to keep your home safe and warm. Your home and office comfort is Andy's priority. Stay warm this winter with a new heat pump system from Carrier.
So the heating company I called said I needed a new heat pump that would cost over $12,000. A friend said I should call Andy's for a second opinion, and I'm so glad I did. They were honest. All I needed was a reversing valve.
Turn to the experts at Andy's Heating Cooling. Since 1972, thanks to you.
After a car wreck, the longer you wait, the harder it can be to get what you deserve. Don't let big insurance get ahead of you.
Our team acts quickly to handle everything for you.
After my recent accident, I knew I needed help. So I called Craig Swap and Associates. They really fought for me and treated me fairly every step of the way.
Don't wait. Call Craig Swap and Associates today and let us handle it for you. One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
The pain was just excruciating. It would bring me to tears.
Running just means a lot to me. My feet just really, I was in pain.
And it hurt so terribly in my heels, I started like walking like a T-Rex.
I couldn't continue. I needed to go to the Good Feet store.
And I'm greeted by this gal named Mercy. She said, just try them on.
I thought, oh my goodness, this is amazing.
Now that I have the Good Feet arch support, running is great.
This is the arch support for me.
I'm just telling you, I am grateful. I mean, it's real.
Reclaim the good life with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good Feet, good life. Is your body sending you an SOS? If you have high blood pressure or type 2 diabetes, your kidneys could be warning you about increased risks like heart attack or stroke. Don't miss the hidden signal. Ask your doctor about a UACR urine test.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became America's best-selling trucks. And we've kept that title every year since. Ford, the most awarded brand for initial quality among trucks by J.D. Power.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Your time right now is 6:53, and it's time to get you ready to take on your Thursday in the morning sprint. More cloudy skies this morning, but they might not last much longer. Meteorologist Matt Gray has a look at your forecast.
Plus, an exciting morning in Hollywood. Oscar nominations are in, and a movie shot and based here in the Inland Northwest is on that list multiple times.
First, we got the European Union pushing a trade agreement with the U.S. this morning. Parliament members blocked a vote to ratify it, accusing the U.S. of violating the terms of the deal. This move was in response to President Donald Trump threatening to impose an additional 35% tariff on European countries opposed to his plan to take over Greenland. Now, yesterday, Trump announced that that would not be happening after reaching a framework with NATO pertaining to Greenland. It's unclear if the entire trade agreement is being called off or parts are still remaining. For updates on this agreement, stick around for Good Morning America.
And we wish you a good Thursday morning. It is still cloudy. It is still cool. Our temperatures have not moved that much in days, but there is some signs of things beginning to change a little bit. Most of your day is going to be the same as it has been for the last several days. Cloudy skies, temperatures struggling to get up towards freezing, and then back into the 20s during the evening. We'll see some winds tonight that'll help clear out some of the clouds.
It is a big morning in Hollywood. We're learning the nominees for the 98th Annual Academy Awards. It's extra exciting as Train Dreams received 4 nominations. Train Dreams is set in Bonners Ferry, was shot in Spokane and Stevens counties. Here's a look at those 4 nominations for Train Dreams: Best Picture, Adapted Screenplay, Original Song, and Cinematography. You can watch the 98th Academy Awards right here on ABC, Sunday, March 15th.
Well, this was the sight yesterday night just off of Highway 195 on 16th Avenue. That's right. Another truck getting stuck under a low clearance bridge. Officers said this incident was called in around 8 o'clock. Thankfully, no injuries reported. It's just a 13-foot Enterprise rental truck trying to get under an 11-foot overpass. This is the 3rd incident like this that happened this week.
Move Fitness has been planning to open this new South Hill location on 37th and Grand for years, but members doubt whether that gym will ever be built. Move members say they were told their rates would go up once the new location opened. That was more than 2 years ago. Move's other South Hill location had mock-ups of what the new gym would look like, but those have since been taken down. According to city permit records, Move Fitness recently requested yet another extension on its permit to remodel the building at 37th and Grand, saying the ownership team is going through a reorganization.
Some of the schools in the East Valley School District were built more than 50 years ago, and the district says they need more than just upgrades. They need to be completely rebuilt. That's why the school district is asking voters to approve a $220 million bond during next month's special election. The money would help the district build a brand new middle school and high school and allow it to make necessary repairs to other buildings in the district. If passed, the bond would cost $1.96 per $1,000 of assessed property value. That's about $65 a month if you own a $400,000 home.
The Moses Lake School District is asking for the community's help in creation of a new elementary school. The district says it's proposing to build a new elementary school where North Elementary is located, combining students from North and Larson Heights Elementaries. The community is invited to attend that forum where people can hear about the work and help create the plan and ask questions about the process. It'll be Monday at Larson Heights at 6 o'clock.
Spokane County has seen a sharp decline in vehicle thefts in recent years, and a trend that the Spokane Sheriff's Office is attributing in part to the use of automated license plate readers known as flock cameras. This data was shared in Olympia as lawmakers debate stricter privacy regulations for the technology. Supporters argue that the technology has been used against community members without their knowledge. And since right now agencies must share flock data via public records requests, this bill would change that. The Senate bill would be discussed by the Law and Justice Committee today.
Also in Olympia, officials from the city of Spokane are hoping to convince lawmakers to delay an $8 million state tax under the Carbon Commitment Act. It would require the city purchase carbon tax credits to offset the Spokane waste-to-energy facility's carbon footprint. The city says if it has no luck delaying the bill, its estimated residents could expect a 20% increase on garbage bills.
And we'll be back with a final check of weather with meteorologist Matt Gray. It's coming up right after this commercial break.
Join the circle of life at the Lion King.
Coming to Spokane for 3 weeks only this January. Get your tickets today at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Touchdown on savings at George Key Kia Spokane. We're clearing out all new 2025 Kias at huge discounts to make room for the new 2026 Kias on the way. Shop over 350 new Kias and score big. Locally owned, family operated, always exceeding your expectations with unbeatable deals and exceptional customer service. Don't miss this chance to save. Visit George Key Kia Spokane off I-90 and Liberty Lake or shop anytime at SpokaneKia.com.
I'm Chad Young from the EasyHomebuyer.com, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene's easiest way to sell your house fast. If you have a few moments, I hope you'll give me the opportunity to make you an instant cash offer on your home.
Call the Easy Home Buyer.
Alrighty, folks. Another cloudy day here in the inland Northwest, but there are some changes on their way to the inland Northwest. Some cooler, drier air, so some chillier temperatures in the mornings. You'll need some extra layers and take a little longer to warm up the car, but there is a reward on the other side, and that's the fact that we get some sunshine for a little bit, at least until we get to the end of the weekend. We'll start to see the clouds building after that as we warm up.
Well, thanks for starting your day with us here on Good Morning Northwest.
Yeah, we're glad you choose to start your day with us. We will see you throughout Good Morning America with live local updates. It starts next.